All right, everyone, we are back. So today we're going to talk about quant, and what quant is it connects blockchains and financial systems together. So think of it like an adapter or a connector. It connects all of the ISO financial coins together, which make them all operate according to each other to connect as a team. So it's kind of like the team leader in a way because it connects all of them. Um, that would be probably the best way I could word it, so it could be more of a visual. Um, and its main product is called the Overledger, and that's the system that it runs to connect all of the blockchains and the financial ISO coins that we've talked about in the past and the ones that we will talk about in the future. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the the connection that quant will make with banks, assets, all of that stuff, and more focusing on the other things other than just quant, because we know that quant connects them all. But besides XRP, which we will talk about later in another video in the future, assets or the utility tokens. I know that a lot of crypto people don't like to refer to utility tokens as assets, but utility in crypto means how something operates. So every one of these coins that we've talked about already, and the ones that we'll talk about in the future, they will all have a utility, and a utility is how it operates. So each machine that each of these coins are produced from, they have an operation that they fulfill in the financial system. So I would say, well, most of them, except maybe XLM and XRP, would be considered assets in our world. So if we're talking modern jargon, in a modern conversation, we're going to refer to these things as assets because they are able to grow and then they produce money. They're not actually money itself. So XRP is money itself. It is a currency, making that very clear. XLM, I would say, is the currency for assets because it's on the global trade finance for Canton and all the other coins we've talked about. So when it comes to assets, they can be taxed because they grow. So every coin that would fall into an asset would be Canton, Linnea, Ondo, uh, Cardano, all of these coins, every single one of them except maybe XLM and definitely XRP. And I would say XLM probably would be more of an asset because it's going to be on the global trade. So I would go as far to say it probably is an asset, which can be taxed. When you have a currency that actually is a currency, you can't tax it because it's considered money. So XRP would be considered money. One, you're either going to fall into a asset class bucket or a currency. So keeping it really, really, really simple, guys. Just like our world runs today, our world will run like that tomorrow with cryptocurrency. And I don't really like to refer to XRP as a cryptocurrency. It's more of a currency, not a crypto. Um, but again, these assets are these classifications of money moving because they all move money because the machines itself run the money to move the money. So it produces a coin by moving it. So in essence, you have two areas. You have a currency and you have an asset. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about all these things. I hope that makes it real clear. because XRP obviously is for the banks. It's not really even for consumers, retail. We are technically not really supposed to own it. So it is a currency for the banks, for all the banks, that runs on the SWIFT system that will be the new form of currency in the world. But when we're talking about assets, they can grow, and then when they grow, that means they have to have a tax when you pull it out for money, which would be moved along in stable coins in the future, which stable coins will be equivalent to the dollar, which we've talked about. So I hope everything's really clear with that. When you have an asset, it can be taxed. When you have a currency, it can't be. It's already money itself. You can't tax money. So I hope that makes really clear sense. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video, and definitely forward it to everybody that we've talked about in the past, friends, family, people that you value in your life that you know would love to learn about this, because we don't have a lot of time left when it comes to moving the money, our current money, into this new system. And everything's so inexpensive right now. Why not do it? Why not move 20% of your money into it? So at least you have 80% left of your money to pay bills, do everything else you need to do. 20% I don't think is going to kill you. If we start going to the 30, 40%, even 25, yeah, I think it's a little much, but 20%, I think you guys can do it. Even 15, why not? To grow your current dollar, keeping it in the bank, it's not going to make any interest. It really devalues as you hold on to it more. So I hope that that gets across to you guys. I hope that I am a resource more than someone that just is making a channel just to make a channel. I really wanted to make this channel so it makes things simple for you guys to understand to do these things. So when it comes to moving the money, one day you'll be able to fulfill some of your goals and your dreams. Again, I do appreciate your guys' time. Next time we will be talking about IOTA. And real quick, I did put a post of the current ISO financial system on one of the posts I did a couple days back. You guys are free to ask questions about coins that you see on there. Please do go to that. It was an image that I had made, of course by AI, but I did word it according to all the cryptos that were on there so that they would be all in the ISO list. So if you guys want me to, deter off of what I'm doing currently, which is focusing more on ISO right now, bring up a coin that you want me to, do a little research on, and I'll do a basic video, and then we can talk about it. And maybe in the future do lives if I get more subscribers and people that are liking the stuff. But I'm just focusing more on what I think is important for the near future. And again, when we're talking about utility coins, I mean, all of the ISO coins are utility. So they're all going to be worth something. When you hear any kind of news on the utility coins are going to grow like crazy when the regulations are passed. Regulations are going to pass when they're going to pass. But the utility coins are going to be the ISO coins. They will all have a certain value, and they will be worth a lot more than they are worth right now. So definitely, if you guys want to have me look into a different crypto as we're doing these videos, just make a comment below and say, what about this coin or what about this one? And I'm always interested in learning more about new projects or new things out there. So just let me know, and appreciate your guys' time, and have a great day.